What's up, YouTube? Matthew here once again with another video for you all. And in today's video, we'll be speaking on how Lavar Ball can help your business, whether it's online or a brick or mortar business, and ways that you can implement his different tactics and methods into your business. Now, before we go on, be sure to subscribe down below for more videos on business and how to start a business and different advice and motivations to help you start and continue your business efforts. And make sure you comment down below, like this video, and yeah, comment if you like this video, if you don't like this video, suggestions, better way that I can better communicate the message across to you all. All right, so how Lavar Ball can help your business. Now, I'm a huge NBA fan, and so recently there's been some college scandals, NCAA scandals, where you have players getting compensated by different colleges for them to play on their team, or different shoe brands giving royalties or different types of monies to these players so they can play at this school. Like, for example, Duke University, a huge Division I NCAA basketball team, which is, it's highly ranked year after year after year, and they're associated with Nike. Now, there's been reports that Duke was involved in this scandal where Duke, the coaches, will pay these high school players to come to their team, and on top of that, Nike, which is affiliated with Duke, would pay these players also for them to wear their shoes and play at Duke University. Now, how does this do with Lavar Ball? Lavar Ball always been a big proponent of doing his own thing. So that goes to my number one tip. He doesn't care what people say, he does his own thing. Lavar Ball knew right away that the colleges, how they would deal with these players, whether they're not paying them or paying them, and just the whole system was corrupt. And whether they are paying or not paying, both sides is kind of corrupt, which is kind of sad for the player. But yeah, and so he brought his sons over to Lithuania to play overseas as international basketball players, where they got paid like regular people to play like regular people, to get paid to play basketball. And so he doesn't care what people say. So despite people saying, oh, why are you taking your middle child out of college and having him play overseas, and things like that, or why are you taking your kid out of a high school and having him play international and be homeschooled, and people asking him all these questions and like, oh, this is not the norm, you shouldn't be doing this. This tactic of not caring necessarily of what everyone thinks, and having your own plan and sticking with it, can go deep in your business. When you get to the level where outside opinions or seeing what most people your age are doing affects you, you will go a long way. I guarantee it. For example, if you're a young person in your 20s and you see everybody, okay, after college, they get a little bit of money, they start financing a car, they get a fancy apartment. You think since you're the same age, you graduated with these people, you should be doing the same thing. But no, you have a mission, you have a goal. You don't care about what they think or what they do or what they say. You're being like, okay, I'm still young, I'm still in my 20s, I need to keep on living cheap. I'm gonna live with my bro over here, sleep on his couch, pay cheap rent, eat some rice and beans, or you can get diverse with your food or whatnot. And I don't care what necessarily my parents think of me right now, because I know I have a plan. I know this is the time when I need to do this. I mean, I have this time range, this 20s time in anymore. So I have no spouse, I have no kids. I need to take advantage of my youth and do this. So that's the number one thing you can learn from Lavar: not caring about what other people think and following your plan and your dreams while you can, despite the scrutiny and what everybody else is doing. Now, number two is to look at things at a different angle. Lavar Ball always looks at things on a different level. So, for example, most people would send their kids to UCLA or keep them in high school to play basketball. He was like, maybe I shouldn't do that. I know there's some, scandals or things happening within the college and high school arena with kids, bringing billions of dollars into this school, but they're not getting, getting any type of money, compensated. I don't know why I'm getting that word mixed up, but compensated for this. And so, hey, let me just bring my kids internationally. They'll get paid a little bit, and they still get to get that experience of playing at even a higher level where NBA scouts can see them and everything. And so that's one thing. So, for example, one of my first highly successful products were looking at a popular product at a different angle. So, for example, it was a t-shirt design or a bracelet, but everyone was targeting this niche of group of people, but I saw something different in it, and I took that same product and targeted a whole different niche, and it was highly successful. And that just came from my background, from just looking at something different. So looking at things from a different angle can help your online business or you know, or brick and mortar business, because sometimes things are not 100% original. A lot of things are models of things, whether it's like Pepsi and Coca-Cola and these different drinks. They're all drinks, but they're different models, they're different angles to the same thing. And so in your business, you can do that too. Look at things in different angles. Now, number 3 advice from that I learned from Lavar Ball is he has a big plan, and he just takes the smaller steps to reach those big goals that he has. So in your business, whether it's online or not, have a master plan, a bigger picture, a bigger plan, but remember those steps that you have to take in order to get to there. And you have to understand that this big plan will not come into fruition in a short amount of time. You will not start making $1,000 per day on Shopify after a month or 2 months doing it. You will not. Okay, it takes time, takes patience. Okay, and but you have to remember your end goal, and remember the steps leading up to it are vital. It puts the blood to the big goal. It streamlines everything to your mission. So those baby steps, those steps towards your big goal. So for example, Lavar Ball, his big goal is for all his 3 sons to play on one team. So what did he do? He his first son, he did the regular route, kid to college, then drafted, and then he's taking his other kids internationally. He's doing this. He has his own shoe brand. He has his own thing. Even though it's still small right now, he has a big master plan for them, whether that's having a sneaker that is worth billions of dollars, or having all his 3 sons play on a team. So those are the 3 advice or tips that I learned from Lavar Ball, just looking at him. He does have pros and cons to him. Sometimes he's too much of a loudmouth and whatnot, but there are things you can learn from anybody. And so number 1 is to get to the point where you don't care necessarily of what everyone else is doing or what people think of you. Okay, that's very important. Number 2 is to look at things at a different angle. Okay, and number 3 is to have a big plan, but take steps toward that plan. All right, hope you all enjoyed the video. Subscribe down below, comment, like. Voila. Did it stop, man? It never